The following message is transmitted at the request of Dr. Ron Paul.
It's time, ladies and gentlemen. It's time. Time to make a Malt Liquor video. Punk rock superstar, airborne paratrooper, tugboat trash extraordinaire, and provider of authentic Malt Liquor and Valentine Ale Massacre Entertainment on YouTube. Yoketown Hellbilly, aka Mr. Met 40 Ounce, back again with another one. With my Mickey's Fine Malt Liquor straight off the dangerous streets of Stockton, California, in order for me to bring you this high quality, authentic Malt Liquor Entertainment production tonight.
It's too late.
Outstanding. Vinyl Hall and Malt Liquor PSP PlayStation Portable Edition. Ladies and gentlemen, Malt Liquor, label out.
I tried to warn you. You looked away. You asked for this. You made your bed. Now lie in it. But don't call it a grave. It's the future you chose.
Outstanding.
We're trapped in the belly of this horrible machine. And the machine is bleeding
Delicious.
to death.
I gotta tell you,
It didn't have to end like
that Mickey's Fine Malt Liquor is absolutely refreshing and fucking delicious. Brewed and packaged by hardworking, patriotic fucking Americans, and you need to support that. Malt Liquor, label out.
It's happening.
Brewed,
You could have prevented this.
canned, packaged, and transported by unionized fucking professionals. You will not see any craft beer bullshit on this
You only
channel.
had to listen.
And no fucking home brewing. Only Malt Liquor or Valentine
It's
Ale.
happening.
Unfortunately, they don't make Valentine Ale anymore. Shout out to 209J Jones, the Malt Liquor referee. Shout out to Falstaff, of course.
Death.
Shout out to Shady. Shout out to Florida 32 Ounce. Shout out to the legendary Huffy 72. Final Talk and Malt Liquor video, Huffy 72, time 2. Same with you, Florida 32 Ounce. Shout out to JSCO and RSCO Man, Lil J, 40 Ounce Fear. Vega, of course. Everybody else fucking holding it down all over the United States, Europe, and England drinking Malt Liquor. Put the fucking label out, Malt Liquor. Alright, so let's get into this. Set the tone right quick. Live TV, folks, it does happen. Study that label. Enjoy that. That's the fucking star of the show, not me. Alright. So before we get into the PSP portion of it, Live TV, folks, does happen. Before we get into the PSP portion of it, which I can assure you is real, we're going to talk about the recent pickups that I got going on. Now, I already have this album, but I wanted the alternate cover on it. You might not be able to see it. It's a little dark. That's just the way it is for these fucking videos that I make. Cimarip, Skinhead Moonstomp, the album. This is, I think, is the 1980 release. It came out of Trojan Records in London over there, and it's an original copy. As far as I know, there hasn't been a recent pressing of this album in its originality. They remixed it or whatever. They redid some of the songs with different band members or whatever it is. I don't know. But, you know, Roy Ellis, he's still alive. Last time he did shows, I think, was with Dave Hilliard and the Rocksteady 7, probably about 5 years ago. Something like that. Or it was before 2020, I know that. And he was still doing shows, and he did come to the U.S., and at that time, I didn't even know about this band. Cimarip Skinhead Moonstomp. You know, that's, Mr. Mitt, that's controversial. Yeah, whatever, I don't care. Go fuck yourself if you don't like it. Original Trojan Records pressing. I've already spun it a couple times, and I have an original. This is the alternate cover. All right, and I have the one with the original cover on it here. Hold on a second. Live TV, folks, it does have. That's the original cover, you know. And a lot of people were mistaken. Maybe they thought this was the band on there. It's just a picture of a group of people hanging out, a group of skins hanging out, and that's the way it goes. Also a masterpiece. This is not the best copy, but it plays good and all that shit. And I spin it rarely. That's the one I spin more when I want to listen to it, because that one's still in decent shape, and it's not the original cover. This is from 1970. This is a 56-year-old piece of vinyl. Incredible. Still sounds decent though. Got some scratching and all that shit. More liquor later out. If you stay tuned to the end of this masterpiece, there will be an unboxing of sorts. We'll get into all that in a minute. Up next, the Sabotage and the Bad English Untitled Split 12. Two fucking standard run-of-the-mill punk bands. I mean, if you look at the Bad English's logo, it looks like the early Exploited. I mean, you know what you're getting here. A lot of UK 82 style. I mean, good times. Good standard fucking punk rock. Kind of enjoyable, just kind of mindless. It is what it is. The Sabotage, the Bad English, and fucking Simmerip, Skinhead Moonstomp. Old liquor. I've given you solid advice on that fucking brew pub glitch. You need to fucking burn that shit to the fucking ground. Collect on the insurance money and move to a fucking state where you can purchase a 40 ounce of fucking malt liquor. Glitch. Malt liquor. Alright. So, a few weeks ago, I was watching some videos and shit, and it kept popping up. They were talking about the PSP. And that's a system that I remember well. I had one. I had an original one from 2005. I loved it. It went on my second tour to Iraq with me and all this other shit. I had a few games for it. I had a few UMD movies, probably 5 or 6 of them classics. Pineapple Express, The Dark Knight, fucking Grandma's Boy, I think, a couple other ones. Not too many, but a few. And I had a few games: Twisted Metal, Liberty City Stories, Grand Theft Auto, fucking Medal of Honor Heroes 1 and 2. Those are the two best shooters on the whole fucking system, by the way. And if you're asking yourself, I looked at it, I said, well, let me see what the prices are, and I fucking went through eBay right quick, and I found one that was reasonable. This came from upstate New York, and it was reasonably priced. I haggled with him and negotiated a little bit, and we came to an agreement, and he mailed it off and shit, and it's actually in really good condition. It's a PSP 3000. I forgot how small these things are in comparison to like a smartphone or whatever. It's just like, here's my phone. It's a night and day difference, But this was a different era, and this thing is pretty advanced for its time. And there's a lot of good games on here. It's like having a PS2 in your pocket, essentially. And the operating system would be like a PS3 or whatever. And it wasn't at first, but then they kind of went that direction, I think, if I remember correctly. I don't know, it's been a long time. But I do remember a lot of the Japanese RPGs were excellent on there, and we'll get into that in a moment. And there were two specifically that I remember very well. Malt liquor. Shout out to Lootbag Larry, by the way. A Japanese RPG aficionado like myself. I mean, I'm no expert or anything, but you like what you like, It's like with your record collection. There's no right or wrong answer to do it. You just do what you're gonna do. Malt liquor. That's fucking delicious. I don't know how you could look at this and choose homebrew over this shit. I don't get it. Or craft beer. Get the fuck out of here. Craft beer is fucking terrible. Terrible. With few exceptions. That fucking Warheads one is alright. That Misfits one that they did was alright. It's fucking awful though. That right there, that's fucking perfection. There is no need to fuck with that. It's just right. Malt liquor. Alright, so I picked up a few games as well over the past week or so. And games for this system, while not dirt cheap, are very inexpensive. Any number of things that you can think of from that era. And you have a lot of people that are my age, I'm 50 years old, that that are older. You have young people that are into this shit now because they look at the modern gaming and they're not really into it. It's not as good as the old shit that we used to have. Everyone knows it. So you have to you got to figure out what's what. And they're looking at these recommendations for these old games and they're finding them. So I have picked up recently Grand Theft Auto Liberty City Stories. You know, look at these fucking discs. Everything's cool. Look at the craftsmanship on this shit, right? Fucking real instruction manuals in there. Everything's fucking legit. You look at it now, everything sucks now in comparison. It's fucking terrible. They don't give a shit about nothing. They fuck the consumer over. But back then, they kind of didn't. Final Fantasy Tactics, the very best game on the entire system, in my opinion. Dissidia 12 Duodecim Final Fantasy. Also an interesting game. I never played this before. We're going to get into it. I'm a Final Fantasy fan. We'll see what this is about. If it sucks, it sucks. It doesn't matter. I think I paid $15 for this shit. And the condition that it's in, not new, but, you know, flawless. It plays perfectly on the system. Which brings me into my last point. Tactics Ogre, a sealed copy. $17. I mean, where are you going to find that? And I'm going to open this on camera once we get to the fucking swill. Where are you going to find shit like that? You're not. Now games cost fucking $70. They're going to they have 55,000 updates and shit. It takes up fucking 200 gigabytes of fucking information or fucking space on your system. I'm not a PC gamer. I'm a console gamer. I've dabbled in PC with Diablo 2 and Diablo 3. That's about it. That is it. But essentially, I'm a console gamer. I'm old. I'm set in my ways. That's just how it goes. There's no right or wrong way to do this. You know, you like what you like. But to me, it's just easier that way. You get the disc or download it, whatever, and it's ready to go right there. You don't have to fucking do a whole bunch of shit to get it to run right on your system or whatever. I don't have the inclination for that, and I don't care. Old liquor. Though a lot of people, especially young people, will tell you that PC is better. That's probably the direction everything is going. It's definitely going to diskless and no more physical media, unfortunately, which sucks. So perhaps that's why PSPs and PS Vitas and all this shit is so popular right now. Nintendo Switch 1, with the whole game is on the fucking cartridge. It's all set up for you. It's ready to go, for the most part. Now, those are modern, so you're going to download some updates or whatever it is, but you know, people are wanting to go with the old shit. It's on the disc. That's it. You don't have to fucking do any more updates. Sony doesn't support this thing anymore anyway. You know, they don't. So, you got what you got. Old liquor. We're almost at the fucking swill. Alright, so let's open this shit up. M7 bayonet, shady. Time 2. My M7 bayonet right here. You've seen it multiple times on this channel, ladies and gentlemen. And we're going to open up Tactics Ogre from 2011. I'm fucking standing. Oh, wonderful. Yep. We have our Square Enix members product registration card that came in all these things. At that time, they don't do that shit anymore. Tactics Ogre instruction manual. Outstanding. And of course the disc. Fucking flawless. Not a scratch, not a fingerprint, nothing. All new, right? That's all there is to it. I mean, there's not much to it, but I'm looking forward to playing this. I never played Tactics Ogre before. Obviously, I played Final Fantasy Tactics. I don't know why this wasn't. I do know why this wasn't on my radar. 2011, I wasn't fucking with my PSP anymore. And unfortunately, when I wanted a PS4, I traded it in to GameStop on that system. All my UMD movies and all my games, it just went with it. I don't even remember how much I got. It wasn't much. But that's how that goes. And I regret doing that. I shouldn't have done that. But I got another one. We're good. Full liquor label out. Fucking live TV, folks. Does happen. So we're at the swill. Let's set the tone.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Live fucking commercials. Fuck you, YouTube. Now, if you're asking yourself, is it worth it to buy a PSP in 2026? And I would say yes. If you can find one at a reasonable price that you're willing to pay for it, and all this, that, and the other thing, do it, because the games are out there. They're plentiful. They're cheap. I mean, whatever. And it's a good era. There were a lot of great games on that system. I have MLB The Show 2011 coming, and I also have NHL 07. Those are I love those two sports games on that system. That's the way that goes. Approach the motherfucking swill. Shout out to Rochi 420, Machiavelli 420, and Pro Weed 420. Shout out to Scumbag Supreme. Some people call it the swill. I call it the best fucking part of the whole goddamn thing. Approaching the motherfucking swill. Fucking ads. Fuck out of here. Shout out to Lone Wolf 420, shout out to Farkles 1. Uptown Hellbilly, I hope you enjoyed everything. Buy yourself a fucking PSP, get into Vinyl Records, start collecting physical media. Tell them to go fuck themselves with their digital only bullshit. Fuck you. Uptown Hellbilly, make comments, subscribe, whatever the fuck you gotta do. I'm the fuck out of here.